Title: A month after giving birth, my wife went on a girls' trip and posted a video of herself making out with a stranger while her friends cheered her on, captioned, "Single for the weekend. Mommies need to rest." I didn't scream when I saw it. I didn't throw my phone, didn't curse, didn't even blink. I just sat there in the quiet living room, our newborn finally asleep in the crib beside me, and watched my wife press her lips against a stranger's mouth while her so-called friends cheered. The caption burned itself into my mind: "Single for the weekend. Mommies need to rest." She posted it like a joke, like I wouldn't see it, but I did. That was the moment something inside me froze solid. We'd been married 4 years. I thought we were happy. She used to smile when she saw me walk through the door, used to hold my hand under the dinner table, used to talk about forever like it was a promise carved in stone. When our daughter was born, I thought she was my anchor. The sleepless nights, the exhaustion, the fear of breaking this fragile little creature, it all felt bearable because we were supposed to be in it together. But while I was pacing the floor at 3 a.m. with a crying infant pressed to my chest, she was planning a girls' trip. She called it self-care. I believed her. I wanted her to breathe. I wanted to be the supportive husband. Turns out, I was just the fool who paid for her ticket. The video wasn't the first sign. I'd felt the distance. Her phone face down, laughter that didn't include me anymore, late-night girls' chats with her volume turned low. Still, nothing hit harder than seeing her lips on someone else's. Seeing her friends, women who held my baby, who smiled in my kitchen, chanting like a pack of hyenas while she pretended she wasn't married, wasn't a mother, wasn't mine. I stared at the screen until my vision blurred. Then I opened the airline app and canceled her flight home. She wanted to be single for the weekend? Fine. She could figure out how to get home on her own dime. But that was just the beginning. I didn't shout at her when she called, stranded and furious. I let her think I was the idiot she always underestimated. "Yes, babe, must be a glitch. I'll look into it," I said, knowing damn well she was sleeping in an airport. While she scrambled, I planned. I gathered everything: screenshots of the video, every flirty message she'd stupidly left in her cloud, even the hotel bill she tried to hide. Her friends had tagged her location. Amateurs. Meanwhile, I ordered a DNA test for our daughter, quietly. I told myself it was paranoia, but my gut whispered otherwise. The results came back on a cold December morning, a match percentage that stopped my heart. My daughter wasn't mine. The paper trembled in my hands, but my rage didn't. That was when my revenge crystallized. I didn't confront her immediately. That would have been mercy. Instead, I smiled, kissed her cheek, and let her believe the storm had passed. Behind the scenes, I prepared the legal battlefield. I moved money into an account she couldn't touch. Met with a lawyer who smiled the way a wolf smiles before tearing into flesh. Collected receipts, proof, timelines. Every diaper I changed, every night I soothed the crying child, I burned the memory into myself. Not because of her, but because that baby deserved better than to be raised in a house built on lies. Christmas was coming. Families gather, smiles plastered on faces. The perfect stage. December 25th, the house was warm, lit, full of her family. Laughter, clinking glasses, the smell of pine and roasted meat. She thrived in these moments, parading our perfect little family. She didn't notice me slip the remote into my pocket, didn't notice when I queued up the video. When the plates were cleared, I tapped the glass. Before gifts, I have something to share. The screen lit up. The living room went silent. Her voice echoed. "Single for the weekend." Then the kiss, then the cheers. Her father's face drained white. Her mother gasped. The room froze around her shame. She stammered, "It was just..." but the words choked in her throat. I wasn't done. I placed the DNA results on the table, neat and clinical. And just so everyone knows, I got confirmation. The child isn't mine. The sound she made wasn't human. A guttural cry, somewhere between denial and collapse. Her family's eyes turned on her like knives. I didn't raise my voice, didn't gloat. I just said, "Merry Christmas," and handed her divorce papers tied with a red ribbon. She tried to call it a mistake, tried to reach for me. I stepped back. The entire room saw who she really was. Not the glowing mother, not the devoted wife, but a liar, a cheater, a fraud. Her friends weren't there to clap this time. Her father demanded answers. Her mother cried. I just picked up my coat, kissed my daughter on the forehead, and walked out. The court battle that followed was clean, sharp, and merciless. My lawyer carved through her defenses with the precision of a scalpel. She lost custody, lost support, lost the mask she'd been wearing for years. People ask if I regret it, if I miss her. I don't. I mourn the man I was, the man who believed in her, who built his life around a lie. But regret, no. She set fire to our home. I just handed her the match in front of witnesses. On Christmas morning, she lost everything she thought untouchable. And me? I walked away with my dignity intact and a silence sharper than any blade. Justice doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers, steady and cold. That night, I poured myself a drink, sat by the fire, and finally felt the weight lift. I didn't lose it. I just played it better.